you go. Hello. Let's see, are we live? Hello, Gengar. Hello, Crystal. Out of class is neat. Lucas, Mr. Paz. Hello. How's everyone doing today? Yeah, today I think it's just gonna be a, I kinda just wanna hang out. Didn't really get far enough in my, adventure mode thing to kinda continue that just yet. Had kind of a busy week. Just hanging out, just chatting today. There was something I wanted to do, but I think I'm gonna save it for tomorrow, because I know kind of a lot of information kind of built up, like over this past, like, week and a half or so, that I'm sure you guys wanted to talk about. So I figure, you know, we can just chat today. I'll work on some stuff while we hang out. Just a cozy stream, yeah. Just us chilling. Tired and sore? Yeah, I feel ya. I did actually go, I saw an orthopedist yesterday for my hand. So he determined specifically what's going... Finally, I have a better idea of what's actually going on with my hand right now. So, there's a muscle somewhere on the side of my wrist that's swollen. And I forget the actual name of the muscle, but there's like a tendon or a muscle that like wraps around the inside of your wrist. And I guess you can say it acts kind of like a strap, and the muscle that's swollen is like right next to it. So what keeps happening is whenever I move my thumb like inappropriately, like in normal ways that people should be able to use their thumb, that swollen muscle will get caught on that strap, and like either get caught on it or slide underneath it and then pop back out. That's what the snapping is. That I keep feeling on the side of my wrist. It's incredibly painful whenever it happens. So, he gave me more prescriptions, like a stronger dose. That should last longer. And then hopefully, hopefully this should work. If it doesn't work, then I'll probably have to get like an injection, like a direct injection to bring the swelling down. Yeah, Charles Martinet, yeah, that was a big one. Sad to say, I don't think I'm like as emotionally like invested in that as most people are. Yeah, because he held that role for like what, over 30 years now, and it's a big deal for sure. I just don't think I'm like as torn up about it as most everyone is. I understand why they're torn up about it. It didn't hit me as hard. Have you ever heard of the Bug Fables? I've heard of them, never played them though. Let me actually increase the size of the chat box here a little bit. Still don't know why it keeps getting caught. Like it just like stops randomly and then catches up itself. I don't know why it does that. So, yeah, he's the Super Mario ambassador now. Yeah, favorite Zelda game: Tears of the Kingdom. Like that game was just like my favorite before was already Breath of the Wild. So when you come to make better Breath of the Wild, of course. I don't know why this keeps getting caught. All I can do is like just try to refresh it. I don't know how that'll fix it. Oh yeah, the Sonic news just came out today as well. Yeah, like Super Sonic 2. Though, based on the fact that his eyes turn blue during that, which is what happens whenever he does like the movie thing, where like he gets fully charged and getting maxed rings, I kind of see it more as like when Goku like combined Super Saiyan God with the Kaioken. That's kind of what I see that as, honestly. So yeah, there's that. There's the Superstars thing. Did we get a date on the Frontier DLC? Because I know I saw the trailer. I don't actually remember seeing a date though. September 28th? Interesting, alright. Watching this on your birthday? Well, happy birthday, Sinbad! Have I seen Mortal Kombat 1? I've seen bits and pieces of it here and there, mostly from, like, Maximilian Dude. I haven't really been keeping up with it. Oh, then yeah, there's the new Pokemon announcement, of course. Like, Poltergeist, I think it's called, which is like the convergent species of Sinistea. Even though its name sounds closer to Poltergeist, which I find interesting, but I guess we'll see where that goes. And the Pokemon Unite also got like a lot of news as well. Like the Chinese beta that's showing like a potentially huge change to the game. Then a lot of Mimikyu footage that makes me really happy. Have I seen the Castlevania anime? I've seen bits and pieces of it. I haven't actually sat down and watched it, but my sister and stepfather both watched it together, so I would see some episodes here and there whenever I was around. I know it's good. I just haven't had time to sit down and watch it yet. Do I have a pet? Not personally. Like, I live in a house that has pets in it, but I don't own any pet of my own. Like, my sister has 2 cats and is actually planning on getting a 3rd here pretty soon. I think it might be an alternate evolution. No, it's not. It's already been confirmed that Poltergeist is a completely different species from Sinistea. Like they just look similar, but they're not related. It's the same thing as like Wiglet and Toadsquirrel. And when the next one, if they were a Smash, will be out when this heals. I need to be able to draw in order to work on that series, and I currently can't draw with my hand in this condition. Hopefully, the prescriptions that I was given will be strong enough to finally heal the inflammation in my arm, but we'll see. How long will it heal? I can't tell you. I have no clue. It's been like this for 2 months. Like, it has progressively gotten better from when it's good. Because back when this first started, I couldn't even, like, wave my hand like this without going into serious pain. Like, the only problem is that while a good part of the pain is gone, like, the actual part, like, that I explained earlier that is going on with, like, this inflammation in my wrist, that's, like, stagnated. Like, it hasn't stopped. And it didn't show any signs of healing, so hopefully these new drugs that I'm taking will fix that. Like, trust me, I want this to heal just as badly as you guys do. I want to get back to working on my stuff. I want to get back to drawing. I miss drawing. I have not been able to like properly hold a pen for 2 months now. Do I play instruments? Nope. I've never learned how to play an instrument. What Pokemon would you like to see get an evolution in the Scarlet Violet DLC? I'm not picky. I kind of already have an idea of what we're getting because of the Riddler leaks, which I won't talk about here just for the sake of like not potentially spoiling anything for you guys. Yeah. I just like Diplin, okay? I like Diplin. That's why I keep just randomly throwing it into places in my streams. I like it. Have ever played Crash Team Racing or Crash Team Rumble? Nope, I have not. When was the first time I heard Mario's voice? Probably 64. Comfortable. Ugh. This chair leans back too far. It's kind of the problem with it. Like, it's comfortable whenever I want to just play a game or watch TV or whatever, but for actually doing work here, it leans back way too far. Oh well. Marvel or DC? I've always been more of a Marvel guy. Yep, I did see the news about Charles Martinet. We talked about that earlier. Favorite Marvel vs. Capcom character? I really don't play Marvel vs. Capcom, but if I'm going to pick a character that I just like in general from it, probably Gambit, because I just love Gambit. Gambit's always been my favorite Marvel character for a long time. Who do I think is the most underrated Pokemon? I don't know. Still don't understand why they made Poltergeist a Convergence rather than a regional form. Because it is technically a different species. It's tea, yes, but a lot of people tend to forget that tea comes, tea could be made from various types of plants. So think of it as I'm not exactly sure what Sinistea is made out of. I think Sinistea is just supposed to be ghost energy or whatever, whereas Poltergeist does seem to actually be made from tea. Whereas I think whatever Sinistea and Poltergeist are made out of, I don't think it's actually it's not edible. It's probably just ghost energy or whatever. Whereas Poltergeist is actually tea. It's a haunted teapot. But even if Sinistea did have was made of tea or whatever, Sinistea is drinkable. I mean, you can drink it. It's not going to be good for you afterward. I mean, you can technically eat or drink anything. Doesn't mean it'll be good for you afterward. Which, I mean, I guess also makes sense in the perspectives of Poltergeist. But the point being here is that there are numerous different species of plants that are used to make tea. So the idea here of why it's a convergence and not necessarily a regional is because they're probably different kinds of tea leaves that were used to make the tea. Do I like coffee or tea better? I'm not really a drinker of either, but if I had to pick, probably tea, and it depends on the tea. Opinion on Spoink? Don't really have much of an opinion on Spoink. Why has the tea been spilled? Because we are spilling tea today. Just hanging out and spilling tea. Favorite Mario fan game? I've never played any Mario fan games. Well, no, that's not true, actually. I did very recently try out, what's it called? Super Mario RPG Apocalypse, I think it's called. It was like a ROM hack of Mario RPG that changed a lot of things, added Rosalina and things like that. What do I think of the Baldean starters? I like them. I think they're all pretty good. Best MCU movie. I've yet to see Guardians 3, but I do really like the Guardians movie. Those probably are my favorite movies. Armageddon, that's what it is. Thank you. Any plans to play Baldur's Gate 3? I've seen a lot about it. I have no interest in it myself. Right now, my sights are on the Pokemon DLC, which comes up pretty soon. I really want to play Mario Wonder. I want to play the Mario RPG remake. I want to play that new Dragon's Quest game, Monsters game. Have I played Pizza Tower yet? I have not.
Favorite TF2 character? Probably the Scout.
Turn this back up a little bit. Can you guys hear the music? Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. Did my wrist heal yet? Nope. Do I want to play the Princess Peach game? I have to see what it is first. We don't know anything about it yet. We just know that there's some kind of stage play like game, like themed game starring Princess Peach, but we don't know anything about it beyond that. Do I like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? Yeah, I've played majority of them. I've played Chibi Robo Ziplash. I own it. I never actually played it though. I only bought it for the amiibo. Who would win, Bowser or King Boo? I don't know. Favorite Paper Mario character? Bobbery. Have I played any Fire Emblem game? I've played most of them. I think the only ones that I haven't played yet, I have not played, what's it called? It was the sequel to Marth's original game. I have not played the, I've not played Sigurd's game, and I've not played Leaf's game. And I think that's it. Because I've played Marth's original game and the Shadow Dragon remake. I played Binding Blade. I played Binding Blade. I started Binding Blade, haven't actually finished it yet. I've played and beaten Blazing Blade. I started Sacred Stones, never finished it. I started Path of Radiance, never finished it. I own Radiant Dawn, never started it yet. Cause I got lucky with both Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, because nowadays those games cost like your soul to be able to buy them. And I got lucky to get them both for, I think it was like $130 at a MomoCon one year. I got them both for $130. I was like, sold, deal. Because I knew how rare they were. So I just grabbed them. So I started Path of Radiance, I never finished it though. And I've never even played Radiant Dawn yet, but I own it. Awakening was my first game. So I've played through that one multiple times. I love Awakening. Yeah, I played all 3 Fates games. I've played, 3 houses. But I've only ever done 2 paths. I've only ever done 2 paths in 3 houses and Ash and Wolves. And both those 2 paths were both Black Eagle paths. I've not done Blue Lions or Golden Deer yet. And I did just play Engage as well. Oh, I also did start Echoes. I started Echoes, never finished it. Am I excited for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2? I am. I am. Because it looks like they're fixing some of the issues that I had with the original, where they made it too fast for my liking. It looks like they are slowing it down a little bit, and that's great. But that's just what what it looks like through just watching trailers. Who knows what the actual gameplay is like? Because if it's still too fast, I'm still gonna get it. But if it's still too fast, I don't think I'm gonna I don't think I'm going to dedicate myself to it. Thoughts on the possibility that the next console releasing next year? If it happens, it happens. I'm not really making a big deal about it myself. When is the next remaking thumbnails? When this heals. I can't draw at all until this heals. Am I gonna do What If Gaster was in Smash videos soon? You hearted my comment on the Undyne video. I heart comments that I let people know that I've seen them. If I left a heart on your comment, that means I've seen your comment, and I wrote down your name under that character. But that doesn't guarantee that the character will get a moveset, because a character has to get enough names first. Little Nightmares 3? Yeah, that was just announced earlier today, wasn't it? I think Danny is more excited about that than I am, because I never even played the first 2 games. Danny was the big, Little Nightmares fan. Do I think a Paper Mario is going to be announced soon? I don't know. Have I played more of Pokemon Infinite Fusion? Not since I last put it down, because I beat the Elite Four in it and then never really picked it up again after that. I know there was like a huge post game with it, but and at some point I'd like to actually go back and like replay it with like different fusion combinations that I make myself. But for the time being, like I got other things that I want to be doing right now. Let's hope Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 lasts longer than Multiverses. Well, Multiverses is still being made. Like, when they initially released Multiverses, it was still an alpha. And they closed it so they can finish the game. Like, Multiverses didn't die, they needed to finish the game. It wasn't done yet. Favorite Kirby character besides Kirby? DDD. Can I play Pokemon Xenoverse? It's amazing. I've played that. It is amazing, actually. I actually would say Pokemon Xenoverse probably is the best Pokemon fan game. It's really good. Best of like what I've played anyway. Do I watch Scott the Woz? No, I haven't seen it yet. Or no, I don't watch him now. Ready to see the face behind the videos? I've shown my face plenty of times. Who do I want to see in Multiverses? I know Raven was like a big one for me that I wanted to see. I do want to see Raven. I wanted to see Samurai Jack if possible. Did I play Pokemon Sleep? Yep, I actually have been keeping up with Pokemon Sleep, and it has been shaming me about my sleep schedule. It has been helping me get a better sleep schedule though. So, live stream's acting up. Is it? It's showing good connection. I don't see any issues here on OBS either. Weird. I've heard mixed things about Pokemon Sleep. I mean, it's fine. It's not that big a deal. How old am I? I'm 30. Stream's ending for people? Can you guys still see me? Because everything's showing fine on my end. Weird. Favorite Undertale character besides Sans? I mean, it's just Sans. Like... Have I played Pokemon Uranium? I did, never finished it. Like, Uranium just had too many of, like, the common, like, Pokemon fan game traps I just don't like. Do the other characters not get many votes, or have you not gotten motivation to do them or something? It has a, like, who I pick for moves has nothing to do with motivations. It really is just based on votes. So if it's like a series of a character from a series that you don't see a whole lot of, it really is just because they don't get a lot of votes. Can I try Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle? Nah, I'm not the greatest at fighting games. Did I play Pikmin 4? Yep, I 100%ed that game, and I loved it. I heard about Cassette Beasts. I can't say I have. I play Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Yep, we talked about that earlier. Like, I haven't done any of the post game yet. Do you think I can fix Dimentio? What do you mean fix? Like fix the moveset that I made or something else? Breadbug is a peak Pikmin character. Breadbug's a nerd. Looking forward to Persona 3 Reloaded? Yeah, I do want to give it a try. Because I've mostly heard like negative things about Persona 3. That kind of turned me away from it. But if they're remaking it with like quality of life changes, then yeah, I'll give it a shot this time. Do I play Roblox? Nope, I do not play Roblox. Favorite Fire Emblem character that's not in Smash? Tharja. I really enjoy Tharja. She's just a hilarious character to me. Did I have breakfast this morning? Yep, I did. I eat breakfast every day. Still playing Pikmin 4. The thing I just liked most about it was the Water Wraith and how frustratingly OP he was. Honestly, the Water Wraith really isn't that bad. Actually, it was way worse. I think he was way worse than Pikmin 2. Like he's actually not that big a deal. Did I play Fire Engage? Yep. Heard of Lumentale, Memory of the Tray? Nope. Favorite element on the periodic table? Probably oxygen. Oxygen's pretty good. What did you say, guys? Hey, I haven't watched in a while. Do you still plan on making more character? What if they were in Smash character? Yeah, I do plan on making it as soon as this heals. Opinion on Olimar as he is in Smash? I think he's pretty well portrayed in Smash. Favorite Smash character? DDD. I just love playing as DDD. Haven't been able to play Smash in a while though because of my hand, unfortunately, but... Favorite game show on television? Don't really watch a whole lot of game shows, but if I had to pick one, probably Family Feud, and less for the actual game show and more just the actual hilarity of the show itself. Excited for the Rayman DLC? I still need to play Mario Rabbids 2. I want to pick that up, because I really enjoyed the first one. I haven't had a chance to pick up the new one, though. I've seen the Cuphead show on Netflix. I've seen the first 2 seasons. Do I watch anime, and if so, what's my favorite? I do watch anime. My favorite? I don't know. Like, there's a few I enjoy. Like, I've been... Komi Can't Communicate I really like. I've been watching the new Pokemon Horizons. That's been pretty good. My Hero is pretty decent. Currently, actually, I'm actually showing my sister the OG Yu-Gi-Oh show. We just finished season 3, and we're watching it in original Japanese as well. So Sophia gets to see all of like the Shiv action from Merrick. Thoughts on Convergent Pokemon as a whole? I don't mind them. I do see that for some reason some people are sitting here like, just make them variants. Why Convergence? It's like, I don't see what the big deal is, because that's a real phenomenon that happens in real life, where you have 2 animals that look similar or have similar qualities, but are completely unrelated. Like, the idea of regional variants is that they're technically the same animal, just grew up or just evolved in different climates. Yes, I do. I too hope that we get season 3 of Komi Can't Communicate. Favorite Pokemon legendaries? If I had to pick a bunch, I like Galarian Zapdos a whole lot. I enjoy Darkrai. I like Diancie. Mewtwo. Mewtwo's like a pretty safe favorite. Regirock. What do I think of the new Titan boss for the Sonic Frontiers update? We've barely seen it. Like, we've seen it silhouette and that's it. Hello, Peapod Maker. Don't you worry about it. How's Tears of the Kingdom going so far? I've already beaten it. I mean, it was amazing. I loved it. Do I have pets? No, I do not, but my sister has 2 cats. Getting asked a lot of the same questions here. Like, again, like, have I played Pokemon Infinite Fusions? I have. Was asked that twice already, I believe. I get it. Like, there are gonna be people who show up later and then didn't hear the questions, so they didn't realize that they were already asked. Does my sister watch my videos? Not really. Like, I'll show her videos for her to critique, but I don't think she actually, like, watches them. Thoughts on the rabbit skin in Sonic Superstars? It's a rabbit. Have I played DK64? I have not played that one, no. I've seen Let's Plays of it, but I've never actually played it myself. All you care about is Lego Knuckles. Yeah, I'm not really one on the Lego train myself. What do I think about characters like Roy or Rob who have mostly made-up movesets? I think they're fine. Like, so long as the movesets like fit the characters thematically, I'm fine with them. Ever been to Namibia? I don't know what that is. Have I seen... I'm assuming that says JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? I have not. My favorite YouTuber, like, that I watch in general, I wouldn't say I have a favorite. I do have some that, like, I'll watch, and then, like, maybe, like, stop watching for a little bit for others. Like, ones that I watch rather consistently, like, you know, Game Grumps I'll watch pretty often. Like, Some Call Me Johnny I watch often, including his, like, for those who are fans of Some Call Me Johnny who may not have known, like, his gaming channel, Super Gaming Brothers, he recently brought that back. Like, he's like him and his buddies and family brought that channel back for those who didn't know. When's the new win if they were in Smash? Whenever my hand heals. Favorite Super Smash Bros. Fighter? DDD. I love playing me some DDD. Do I listen to any podcasts? Kinda. I guess if you just count random YouTube videos where people talk. And, like, I'll just use that to, like, listen to in the background as I work or whatever, like... Do I think I'll ever do any moveset where I make up stuff, like, for Fox, Roy, or Rob? I've done that. Like, yeah, let me go back to my old, let me look at my YouTube playlist. 'Cause there's been plenty of movesets that I've made where, like I pretty much had to make up entire movesets for them from the ground up. Like, majority of the Pokemon. Like, that's a big one. Let's see. The Undertale characters. Like, the Undertale characters, for the most part, were pretty much made from the ground up. Let's see. Like, Rex was pretty innovated. A lot of my original Steve moveset was innovated, which was also a lot of what happened with the actual one that got into Smash as well. Short answer, yes. I've already done a lot of that. Actually, speaking of my older movesets as well, so something that I did want to do today, but decided to hold off for now because I figured there was a lot of things that kind of happened over the course of like the week of like this past week that I know you guys probably wanted to ask about and such. That I went ahead and held off. So I'm thinking either tomorrow or on Thursday. Something I would like to do is I'd actually like to do a little live stream series where I go back and watch a lot of my older movesets and kind of talk about what I might have done differently if I made these movesets now as opposed to back then. Because I think that'd be fun. Like, also like a good way for me to like cringe at like those older videos. A lot of like the older like, you know, editing mistakes or like just me not talking as much or as confidently as I'm able to do now. Things like that. Just effectively going back and kind of like roasting my older videos. My older movesets. I was thinking about doing that today, but I thought I'd hold it off and just let us kind of do this this kind of just hanging out stream, so we can just talk a little bit about what's going on over the week, because I know what's gonna happen if I didn't do this and just went straight to doing the watching my older videos thing, and that's it's what happens. It's something I've noticed a lot with my adventure mode streams where I'll be explaining things and talking about things, but then folks have a tendency to want to ask about things completely unrelated, like to what's to what's going on the stream, and they try to derail the conversation to talk about their own things. And I know for a fact if I were to do a stream where I rewatch my older videos, I'm gonna want to just talk about those. So I'm pretty much going to have to ignore any other comments that isn't relevant to what's going on during the stream. Which I think I'm probably going to have to start getting used to in general, because apologies if I sound a little blunt here, not for nothing, guys. It does kind of feel like on occasion I'll get people that for some reason don't care about the, like, well, not for some reason. It's fine if you don't care about the conversation at hand, but feel a need to derail the conversation. Like, they don't care about what's being talked about, so they feel to try to change it to what they want to talk about, when the stream at hand is clearly about something else. So that's probably something I'm gonna have to try to like be better about for myself as well, like, because I do have a tendency to like want to answer every question that I see the best I can. But what I'm probably gonna need to do from now on is when I'm doing a stream that's dedicated to a specific thing, like the adventure mode streams, or if I like rewatch my older moveset videos, I need to keep the conversation on track, because if I randomly start talking about other things, like, or answer questions that are completely unrelated to the content at hand, for VOD viewers who want to rewatch it, that's pretty disengaging. People will quickly become uninterested if the topic at hand becomes derailed. So yeah, so that's why I felt it was best to kind of just have like this hangout stream today, just for us to chat again, just spill the tea, talk about whatever you guys want to. So that way, when tomorrow or Thursday, when I do this next stream, where I talk about, you know, where I go back, rewatch my old movesets along with you guys, and kind of just like talk about the streams in general, or talk about the movesets in general. And I think this might be, kind of a unique thing as well for me with this in this specific case, because I have a bad memory. Rewatching these videos is effectively going to be reintroducing a lot of these older movesets to myself. So I'm curious what my reaction to a lot of them is going to be. Like, am I going to feel the same way about them as I did prior? Am I going to be like, what was I thinking back then? I know there's going to be a lot of things especially in the oldest movesets, where I'm like, what was my train of thought back then? But yeah, so like I said, today is just all about us just talking about whatever. Have I ever considered remastering any of my older moveset videos? I kind of have, actually, Felicia Fan. I was thinking about, like, a part of me kind of wonders if maybe something I could do is remake videos videos for characters that I've made movesets for already, and effectively refer to them as, like, new versions. Like, and like replace them in like the playlist and such. So like, if say I make a new one on Jibanyan, I'll like, you know, it'll be a video where like I re-record everything, of course, like I implement any changes that I would make to my older movesets that I want to do now differently, while keeping anything that I would want to say the same, and I would effectively call it like version 2, like all of my current movesets, they're all version 1s. So if I were to remake any movesets, I could call them like version 2, and if in the future I want to do it again and make more adjustments, I can do like a version 3, and just have a bunch of videos on my channel just full of remade movesets. I don't know. It's something I've thought about, for sure. My favorite Paper Mario villain? Probably Dimentio. Have I played Partners in Time? Yes, I have. That was actually the first Mario and Luigi game that I've ever played. Shantae's basic moves are boring? I don't remember a lot of the basic moves that I gave her, because that was a moveset from what? Back in 2018, according to this? So I guess I'll see if I agree with your statement there when I rewatch it. Who would I like to see appear in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2? I don't know. How's my hand doing? Favorite yokai in every game. My overall favorite yokai is still Lazaria, and that is just because I'm a big fan of the legend that she's based off of. I do also like Dragon Lord. I like Salty Bacon because funny. There's a bunch that I really like. The Nokos, I love the Nokos. Favorite Mario antagonists beside Bowser? Dimentio, like I said before, was a pretty good one. The fact that I'm immediately having issues remembering like other ones that come off the top of my head is an issue, but whatever. Favorite game console? I don't think I really have a favorite game console, just favorite games. Have I played any of the Donkey Kong Country games? I've never played the originals, but I have played Returns and Tropical Freeze. Count Black, he was just alright. Fawful, I know he's popular. Fawful is pretty popular. I just thought he was okay. Popple was pretty good. Popple's a nerd. Favorite GameCube game beside Thousand Year Door? Well, if I can't pick Thousand Year Door, I guess I'd have to say 1,000-Year Door. I totally stole that joke from my Pharaoh. I'm not sorry. Do I have a Wii? I do have a Wii. What type of Mii fighter would I like to see? Well, I'd be inclined to say, but I feel like if I say it, you guys will start spam requesting it, like, there's a word I want to use here to describe that, but it's not coming to mind, so whatever. Oh, thank you, email, for just now letting me know that my stream went live. Over 45 minutes into it. Will I miss Charles Martinet voice acting Mario and such? Not really. I brought this up at the beginning of the stream, like, I get that it's a big deal that he's leaving. Well, not really leaving. He's stepping down as becoming the voice actor. He's now the official Mario ambassador. But like, I don't really get that attached to voice actors like that. Like, I get it. It's a big deal, and I understand why a lot of people are sad about it. But I just never got that emotionally invested myself. Have I ever seen Megamind? I have seen Megamind. Sonic Frontiers. I think it'll be interesting to see. When are we gonna do another Punishment Time stream? I don't know. We'll see. Favorite Mario Kart game? Probably just 8. Who's my favorite voice actor? I don't think I really have one. Are there other mini games you think would be more fitting to be referenced in the Mr. Game & Watch moveset aside from what he already has? I'd have to go back and look at them. Who do I think will be the final 2 characters in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Sonic and Tails. Favorite Mario Party? 3. I love Mario Party 3. I would love to see some possible reworks with Jabandion's form change gimmick, like giving each form more fleshed out explanations and characteristics. Honestly, I'll probably go more into this tomorrow or Thursday when I actually like rewatch those older movesets. I think I would just nix the gimmick entirely. Because I get my reasoning as to why I originally did that, but it's unneeded. Have I played Mario Super Sluggers? Was that the one on the GameCube or the Wii? Because I played the Wii baseball game. I never played the 64 one. Favorite Mario and Luigi game? Bowser's Inside Story. It is the Wii version one. Okay, yeah, that's the one I played. Can I try doing a British accent? I'm not really good at imitating accents. Though, apparently there was one time back in college, I actually don't remember this that well, like, but my girlfriend at the time was so, like, she swore by this. Back in college, there was, like, a couple of days where I was, like, horribly sick. Like, I got really sick and was pretty much, like, condemned to my dorm room, like, until I felt better. During that entire time, I pretty much spent that whole time watching the Yogscast. I don't know if you guys remember who the Yogscast are. I'm not even sure if they're still active these days. But back then, there were these 2 British guys who played a lot of Minecraft. So I was like binge watching a lot of their stuff. And apparently, my girlfriend like gave me a call to see how I was doing, and according to her, my voice sounded like I had a British accent. So I don't know if that was just because I just heard nothing but British accents, and somehow like my brain like just started copying that. But like I couldn't hear it myself, but she swore by it. So I don't know. Is adult Goku still unable to get a moveset? I mean, he can, but he's also a nerd, so... But I want to see a new Sonic fighting game. I never was really that interested in the other ones. You mentioned the Kirby manga and the Mark's thumbnail stream. Have you read the Zelda manga? I mean, I've never even read the Kirby manga. I just knew that I was just making jokes that how Mark's had arms in the Kirby manga. Adult Goku was also cool. Adult Goku's a nerd. Man's a dumb hick. Now go on to Chad. Favorite Danganronpa character? Probably Chiaki. Would I see a new Sonic's Riders game? I'm indifferent to that. And I was never really that interested in the other ones, honestly. If there was another fighting game character joining Smash, who would I think it would be? I have no clue. There's a Kirby manga. I can promise you this: if it was Japanese made, there's more than likely a manga. There's more than likely a manga that's based off of it. Like Mario has a manga. There's a Zelda manga. Yeah, there's a Kirby manga. Pokemon's obviously had a lot of manga that's still ongoing to this day. Like, fairly certain there's a Metroid manga. There's probably a Star Fox manga. What do I think about the Pokemon Scarlet Violet DLC coming? I'm looking forward to it. I don't have much opinion on it because I haven't played it yet. Sonic got an American Comic Series 3, actually, yep. Don't spill the tea. Too late. The tea's already been spilled. Didn't Nate in the Yokai Watch manga get shanked like he was in London? I don't know, did he? What am I gonna do another What If They Were in Smash? Whenever this heals. I cannot draw with my hand in this condition. Favorite IDW Sonic character? I don't know, I haven't read them. What do I think about the Fantastic Four? I haven't seen anything Fantastic Four in a long time, but I was always a big fan of The Thing, just because he's made of rock. And you guys know how I am with rock. The most saddest thing of my life? Get back to me on that one, because I actually don't remember. I don't remember. Is there a favorite game that I have for each Nintendo console? Like, one from each gen that I like? Let's see. My first console was 64, and I'd say my favorite game from that probably was and still is Kirby 64. I have played SNES games more recently, and I'd say my favorite game from that is Mario RPG. Favorite GameCube game is Thousand Year Door. Favorite Wii game? Don't remember, honestly. Favorite Wii U game? Probably Pikmin 3. And then favorite Switch game? And I'm not saying Smash Bros, because while I love Smash Bros, like, there are definitely video games on each console that I know I've loved more than than Smash Bros. In your streams, you'd said you'd make new series icons off-screen, and they'd be pre-made for future aesthetic streams. How about using the Super Smash Bros. Icon and thumbnail so you can make new ones on stream? If I need to. I mean, I'm not really worried about it right now, especially since I can't draw anything at the moment anyway. What do I think of SAP Foundation? I barely know what that is. Well, I can chat with you guys. I can do a little bit of exercising. I recently got this this bike pedal for the ground because ever since my hand got injured, I haven't been able to do my normal exercises. So I actually have gained a little bit of weight. So I got this to kind of just help me at least try to keep some semblance of shape. How have I been? I've been all right. Really miss drawing, but I've been all right. Favorite activity to do in monster taming RPGs? For example, battling, nurturing, exploring, collecting. I love collecting them. Will the What If They Were in Smash thumbnails already be drawn with the character, or will they look like the old thumbnails until future streams? They'll already be drawn. Like, for episodes 119 and 120, those thumbnails are already pre-made. Like they're already drawn. Like, they've been sitting there for a while now. And if it wasn't for this, they'd probably already be out. Nope, I still don't know what Murder Drones is. Favorite puzzle game? Oh, I don't know. I don't really play a whole lot of puzzle games, or at least if I do, I don't really think of them as puzzle games. Opinions on Bugsnax? I have no opinions on it. I've never played it. Favorite member of the Guardians of the Galaxy? Rocket Raccoon. Rocket Raccoon in general is one of my favorite Marvel characters. Favorite Zelda item? I don't know. Favorite Jibanyan form? That's specifically Jibanyan? I don't really know, because I actually don't use a whole lot of the Jibanyan forms myself whenever I play the games. On a scale of 1 to 10, how cute do I think Kirby is? 100. Excited for Mario Wonder or Sonic Superstars? I'm more excited for Mario Wonder because I've never really been the biggest fan of the classic Sonic games. Have I played Earthworm Jim? Nope, I've not played that. What do I think is better, Super Brains or Imp from Plants vs. Zombies? I don't know. Do I think Mario Wonder will have online multiplayer? Probably. I think that was kind of already hinted at. I feel like given what we've heard of Mario's voice in Wonder, now that we know Martinet's not the one voicing him, I think the role's in good hands. Well, I figured they'd be fine. They weren't gonna just give it. They weren't gonna just give the voice role to literally the biggest face of video games in the world to just some random Joe Schmo. I'm sure they went through thousands of auditions for that to find the one perfect guy that can properly emulate Martinet's charisma. Least favorite Pokemon villain? Probably Cyrus. Cyrus was a nerd. You are the only person that can make a Mother series character not violently annoying to fight. If you say so. Am I gonna watch the Among Us animated series? That's a thing. How many hours do I think I'll put into Wonder because Daisy's playable? Well, I will be exclusively playing as Daisy. As for how many hours I'll be putting into it, I have no clue. Is he for Black and White? Cyrus was Diamond Pearl. Favorite Sonic song? Oh, right now it's probably one of the Frontiers boss themes. You'll have to say Lysander. If it was just Lysander from the game, then yeah, I'd say he would be the weakest. But the anime really gave Lysander some really helped Lysander out for me. He's Lysander was amazing in the anime. What will I do after I'm 100% done with my Smash Adventure stream? Well, I would like to make videos based around it. That more properly goes into all of the details while also showing graphics for it and such. But that'll have to be until my hand gets better. Play Sonic Heroes? Yep, I have played Sonic Heroes. I played that when I was a kid. Favorite Dragon Ball character? Tien Shinhan. I've always really liked Tien. I'm also a big Piccolo fan too. Have I seen Mutant Mayhem? I have not. Sophia saw that with her friend though. Are you ready to see Daisy as an elephant? Assuming we do. I think someone already found out or confirmed that each character is gonna get their own unique animal transformation. So I think it's stated that only Mario is turning into the elephant, but we'll see. I've seen Ghostbusters a long time ago, yeah. What happened to my hand? It is tendinitis. Though the orthopedist that I saw yesterday, he actually found out specifically what kind of specific tendinitis it is. He narrowed it down. Though it is a name that I'm not even going to try to pronounce because it is just this really long name that someone with a speech impediment like myself is just not going to be able to say. Least favorite video game? I do not know. I don't go out of my way to play bad video games. Have I heard of Cartoon Villainous? Can't say I have. Have I seen Hulk vs. Superman? Can't say I have. Favorite Death Battle episode? Oh, I don't know. There's a lot of good ones I really like. I really liked Ganon vs. Dracula. The recent Rocket vs. Stitch was pretty good. Hulk vs. Broly I really liked. Have I played Coliseum and XD Yellow Darkness? I have. I did recently just play a ROM hack as well of Coliseum. And apparently there's also one of XD Yellow Darkness that I want to try out pretty soon too. Do I prefer Armor Rouge or Cerulege? Probably Cerulege. Have I ever gotten COVID? I think I have. It was toward the end of last year. It was right after I posted the Musashi episode, and that was a big reason why I wasn't able to post my next 2 episodes immediately, because I was sick. And then right after we got better, we ended up going out of town. Like, I never actually tested for it, but my parents tested for it and they both had it, so it was just a safe assumption that I also had it. So more than likely, they got it from somewhere and gave it to me. Have I ever seen Super Mario Bros. Z? Yep, I saw that when I was a kid. Have I ever heard of Sailor Moon? Nope. Never heard of one of the most popular manga series in the world. Never heard of Sailor Moon. Who's that? I don't think anyone else in chat's ever heard of Sailor Moon. That sounds really niche. Wouldn't you guys say? Super niche? Ever seen the unrealistic, or the uncanny realistic design of Mario? Probably, yeah. Sorry, Super Mario Z is a thing. It was a fan made project. It was like one of like the original like Mario Flash like series that a lot of people loved. What animal would I want to see as a Pokemon species? Honestly, if you asked me that question like a year ago, I would have said dolphin and flamingo, but both of those were just added to Scarlet Violet, so now I don't know. Because I'm surprised it took this long to get a dolphin and a flamingo. What about a penguin? We've had penguins. Delibird's a penguin. The whole Piplup line are penguins. Ice Cube's a penguin. We've had penguins. Do you have any favorite PlayStation games for each generation console? PlayStation 1's probably Medieval. I love Medieval. PlayStation 2, I'm gonna have to say Kingdom Hearts. PlayStation 3? I didn't really play a whole lot of PlayStation 3 games. I thought none that I remember anyway. PlayStation 4, Persona 4. Or Persona 5, sorry. And then PlayStation 5 that I've actually played on it. I loved the Spider-Man game. I also really loved Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Has there been a possum Pokemon as of now? I don't think there has. Have I seen Chicken Nugget? Can't say I have. I want a porcupine Pokemon? I believe that also exists. I want to say Shaman, but I think Shaman is a bit closer to a hedgehog than a porcupine. I feel like that exists though. A porcupine Pokemon? Have I ever seen Angry Beavers? Probably in passing when I was a kid. Opinions on Medieval 2. That I actually didn't play until I did my Daniel moveset, and I thought it was just okay. I think the first one was better. Sandslash is not a porcupine. Sandslash is supposed to be, what's it called, like a palanquin? Or something like that? According to Pokemon fans, Flamigo doesn't count because it's just a flamingo and nothing else. And one was made to be human-like? What? So, it doesn't count as a flamingo Pokemon because it looks too much like a flamingo. Flawless logic, honestly. The Chespin line? Are those porcupines? They probably are. The dolphin you meant being human-like. Okay, but we have tons of other Pokemon that are also human-like and are still based off animals. My favorite shiny Pokemon? Flygon. Just because of the history behind that. which Smash Ultimate character would I change their Final Smash for? I made a whole I did a whole live stream about those, and actually I did reduce them down to highlights that gives that where I talk about all of those. It's on a playlist on my channel. Quaquaval's technically a peacock. Pangolins, thank you. Yeah, that's what Sandslash is. Pangolins. Least favorite shiny? Pick any shiny that looks way too close to the original. Like, if you have to see the shiny side by side, like if you have to see the shiny side by side with the normal one to actually tell whether or not it's shiny, that's a bad shiny. Favorite legendary? I answered this earlier. What did I say? Galarian, Zapdos, Mewtwo, Darkrai, Yancey, Regirock. Favorite Ultra Beast? Probably Naganadel. When will the next live stream be? Ideally, I want to try to get I want it to be tomorrow, and if not tomorrow, then Thursday. My favorite dog Pokemon, Lycanroc, if that counts. Does it mean dogs and wolves count as the same kind of thing? They're all canines. Least favorite Ultra Beast? I don't know. Which Lycanroc? Either dawn or dusk. Or midday, sorry. Midday or dusk. Because the midnight one, I thought I like it. It's just not as much as like the other ones. One has to go forever. Shiny Flygon or Darkrai? Which one? You'll be the one to go forever. Bye, Soonish. I choose you to go forever. Favorite of the retro characters in Smash? Probably Ice Climbers, I guess. What do I think of Captain N? I've never watched it. Ever heard of Captain Planet? I have. Never watched it though. Favorite Persona characters? Futaba. I love the Gremlin Child. Also really like Ryuji. In Persona 4, I really liked Yukiko. When I get back to the movesets, am I going to do the other two Persona picks first? Yep, I will. Since I did streams giving characters alternate costumes, what I do when giving them alternate colors? Nah. Pet peeves? Oh, I have a lot of those. Have I played Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion? I have not. Have I ever seen Trigun? I don't know what that is. Which video game do I want to see become an anime? Doesn't really matter to me. Have I played Doom? Yep, I played Doom for the Doom Slayer movesets. Which Kingdom Hearts game is my favorite? Probably 2. Like, I really like 3, but I think 2 is just, like, gameplay-wise the better one. Opinion on Cardcaptor Sakura. I've never seen it. Which 3D Mario game is the best? My favorite is Galaxies. Do I consider Doom Guy and Doom Slayer different characters? No. I know that was like a big debate apparently for a while, but Doom Eternal literally debunked that. They're the same character. Like, Doom Eternal has a cutscene that outright confirms that. That they're the same character. Oh, right, Odyssey! I forgot about Odyssey. Yeah, I think actually Odyssey's my favorite one. I totally forgot that Odyssey was even a thing. Would you make a moveset for the characters you made for Ultimate Costumes? Because to be honest, Chuck and Bomb I feel can be made as separate movesets. I especially believe a Blues moveset would be really cool. Who were Chuck and Bomb again? In Blues? You're gonna have to remind me what movesets those were a part of. Oh, and Angry Birds. Hold that thought for when and if I rewatch the moveset on stream. Opinion on Mario Sunshine? I really like Sunshine. I really enjoy playing that. Playing it. Not 100%ing it, just playing it. Do I think Cyber Demon would be more of a boss or a character? Which one was Cyber Demon again? It's been nearly 14 years since I've discovered your stuff. My stuff? Dang. Someone rang the doorbell. Do I miss my school? I miss going to college, kind of. Grade school, nope. Grade school was abysmal. Like, I am a person that will say that, like, the American schooling system is just a failure. The one that fires rockets at your face with the arm cannon? Was that the guy with the axe? I think I know what you're talking about, but I could have sworn he also had like a melee weapon of some kind. Would I want to be with Zekrom or Reshiram? I've always been more of a Zekrom fan. I think he means the Cyber Demon from... Yeah, I know he's talking about Cyber Demon from Doom. I'm just trying to remember what... Oh no, the Cyber Demon from the end of Doom? What am I thinking of then? Oh, no, that's Cyber Demon. I'm thinking of like the dude that's like... He's like a humanoid demon. Didn't he have like some kind of like charge attack where he like swung at you with a melee weapon? I remember in Doom Eternal, it was the demon that showed up when you were trying to like find Dr. What's-His-Face, the robot who was like torn apart. Who was that guy? Dylan, if you want to make a Smash request, just type an exclamation point request into the chat. Yes, I did hear that Sega bought Angry Birds, or Rabio specifically. The Marauder, that's what I'm thinking of. Thank you, Dylan. do I ever think I'll do my own version of giving every character an Echo Fighter, or what if every series had a new character? Well, I mean, I kind of already do, like, giving characters from series as, like, new characters, so long as they get enough requests, because I'm trying to think, what series have I not given new characters for? Like, I know I haven't done Punch-Out yet. Let me go to, like, the Smash website and see for myself so I can actually remember what's what. I don't think I've done a new Donkey Kong character. I don't think I've done a Metroid character. No Yoshi one, actually. No Star Fox one. I didn't do a... Okay, actually, yeah, there are quite a few series that I haven't done characters for yet. Yeah, F-Zero I haven't done one for yet. Ice Climber, that's kind of obvious why. I haven't done Fire Emblem yet, actually. I've not done Fire Emblem yet. Game & Watch, for reasons, obvious. Let's see. I have not done Metal Gear. Done lots of Sonic. I haven't done Pikmin, or Rob. I have not done Animal Crossing. I technically did Mega Man, if you count Mega Man X. I've not done Wii Fit. I've not done any more Mii's. I've not done any from Pac-Man. Duck Hunt, no. I've not done any Street Fighter characters. I've done Final Fantasy characters, just not Final Fantasy VII characters. I've done Metal Gear. Oh, right, Raiden! I did Raiden. I forgot about him. Yeah, I did do Metal Gear. Never mind. I've not done any Bayonetta characters. I've not done any Splatoon characters. Castlevania. I've done Fatal Fury. I haven't done ARMS. And then I haven't done Tekken. I think that's it. But as for the Echo Fighter thing, I don't really see myself doing that to begin with, because I don't think every single character in Smash should have an Echo Fighter, because without like super forcing it to the point of like it just being cringe. Would Shy Guy be a Mario or Yoshi series character? I think Smash Bros. Already identifies Shy Guy as a Mario character, but I know like it just depends, because I know like even for like my Smash Adventure Mode thing, I put Shy Guy into the Yoshi world because Shy Guy is a pretty prominent Yoshi character. Because Shy Guy did technically first appear in Mario 2, which was originally Doki Doki Panic, but then really kind of got its shine in Yoshi's Island. Would Kamek be Mario or Yoshi? Same kind of deal. Wario Trophy in Super Smash Bros. Melee was labeled as a Mario Trophy, but then in Brawl he was given his own series. I think that's because WarioWare didn't exist during the time of Melee. I believe WarioWare came after Melee. I believe that was also around the time where even like the Wario games that existed at that point were just considered spin-offs of Super Mario Land. Did you see the Scott Pilgrim trailer for yeah, I did. I'm excited for it. I've played some of the older Fire Emblem games. Yeah, I have. I actually went over all those earlier. You have returned with food. Do you have enough to share with the whole class? Cyber Demon as a boss or a character? I'd have to look at the character again to know for sure. What should you do for dinner? Spaghetti or sandwich? Why not both? Make a spaghetti sandwich. Just put carbs in between more carbs, and then maybe some meatballs in as well. I mean, what? You know what? Actually, no. What is lasagna if not a spaghetti sandwich? That's what I'm calling lasagna from now on. Spaghetti sandwiches. Nah, this is fun. I searched Shy Guy trophy in Melee was Yoshi, but in Brawl it was Mario. It really just depends. Doesn't really matter one way or the other, because in reality, Yoshi is still a part of the Mario series. Because what was the original Yoshi's Island if not Super Mario World 2? I kind of see it as like Mega Man and Mega Man X, or Mega Man Legend, Mega Man like Battle Network. They're all Mega Man, but they're kind of their own series within the Mega Man universe. Favorite Pikmin? Everyone, take a guess at what my favorite Pikmin type is. If you know anything about me, you probably know exactly what my favorite Pikmin type is. Weren't Shy Guys in Mario 2 first? Yep, they were. Yep, Levi got it. Yep, the rock Pikmin. I like rocks. So like Super Mario, Paper Mario, Mario Luigi, and Luigi's Mansion. I think those all still count as just Mario. If only because of who the protagonists of those games are. It's a fickle kind of idea, like figuring out like what series belong to what. Like if it counts as like their own series or as a part of another, it's fickle. It just depends on how you want to handle it. People make Sans costume AUs. Ralph and one, it isn't a canon event. From what I'm hearing, actually, apparently there have been like instances of like the popular like Undertale AUs, like their original like creators of those AUs were kind of ousted as like not great people. So just another reason that I don't want them to involve fan stuff. What is AU? Alternate universe. So it's like an alternate version, whether original or fan-made, of like a series. Should Luigi have his own series in Smash? Nah, because Luigi is one of these Super Mario Brothers. If you like rocks so much, why don't you marry them? I'm not gonna marry rocks, they can't consent. I will only marry somebody if they can consent to marriage. And how can I marry a rock if a rock cannot consent? That's not a good thing to do. Only marry those who consent to marriage. Did I hear the Sonic news? Yep. Do I like trophies or spirits more? I do prefer the trophies. I get why they were removed for the spirits, because they already had so much to do on their plate to make Ultimate. Like, they needed to cut where they could, like, in order to make the game what it was. Does Platimus or Lilac count as fan characters since they were originally designed as characters for Pokemon and Sonic respectively? Not necessarily. Like, I can think of many characters that exist that were originally like inspired by a different character, then became their own character. Like Crash Bandicoot, for example. By all accounts, Crash Bandicoot is a Sonic fan character. He was inspired by Sonic. There's a reason why he has the conceptual name that he does that I won't say on stream because it has a bad word in it. But it's really not uncommon, like, for characters to have, like, to be made off of inspiration of other characters. Actually, and another one, Dante. Dante was inspired by Leon Kennedy. If spirits had descriptions, would I like them more? If you have more depth, sure. Is it bad that I want the next Smash Bros. Game to have no third-party characters? I mean, it's not bad that you have that opinion, but so long as you acknowledge that it is definitely going to be an unpopular opinion. It's fine if you think that way, just you know, don't be surprised when people when majority of the internet disagrees with you. Have I ever seen Full House? I have. My sister that isn't Sophia, the one that currently lives out of state, she used to love watching Full House when she was a kid, so she had a lot of the DVD sets of like the earlier seasons, so I used to watch them as well. I think we only watched up to season 3 though, and I remember so little about it, honestly. Peppina was also technically a Wario fan character. Yeah, I guess think of it like this: like, if I consider like, I guess what you guys would think of as a fan character, as a character that hasn't officially been in any video games, was strictly made by a fan. Yeah, and hasn't made any like canon appearances. It's only used in unofficial content. Like, and usually sticks to the series that they're a fan of. Like, someone brought up Lilac earlier. Yeah, Lilac started as a Sonic-inspired fan character, but she got her own series. So Lilac is no longer a Sonic character. She was inspired by Sonic, but she's not a Sonic character. She's a Lilac character, or a Freedom Planet character, technically. Who would win in a fight, Wario or Peppino? I don't know. Greed or anxiety, which is stronger? Time is up. 6:30. The stream for about an hour and a half. Weirdly, I want to say anxiety is stronger. People will do some wild things when stressed out. That's for certain. It's like greed can only take you so far, I guess. Sure enough. What Fire Emblem Lord would I like to see in Smash the most? I mean, I would have said Byleth, but Byleth already got in. Because when I played Three Houses, I really liked Byleth. I know a lot of people like bring up like how Byleth is like this like cardboard cut of a character. No, that's kind of the point though, considering like the story of Byleth, why they're kind of so emotionless, but they like gain emotion over time, like throughout the game. I've heard of Mort the Chicken. Can't say I have. Thoughts on Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance? I played it, and I actually, because that game had like monster collection mechanics with the Dreamers, whatever they were called, the Dream Eaters. I think that's what they were called. But I enjoyed some aspects of it. It's not really a game I'd go back to though. Thoughts on the Ice Climbers Smash movesets? I think they're fine. Like, considering how little they had to work with, I think they made it work pretty well. Have heard of Juniper Lee? Yes, I have. That was a show that I watched a long time ago when I was a kid. Oh, happy late birthday, Chaos Kirby. Did you know that Danganronpa is back now as Master Detective Raincoat? I played Raincoat actually. And I really liked it. I actually really liked it. I don't know if it's actually connected to Danganronpa or not. I want to say it's not, but I could be wrong. But as like a standalone game, I really liked Raincoat. Like, honestly guys, if you haven't played Raincoat yet, I give it like a high recommendation. Like, I definitely see it being like one of those like sleeper hit games that like becomes more popular over time until it gains a cult following later. The Raincoat was Raincoat was a lot of fun. I always wondered why you can't customize Byleth and Alir outside of name. You can customize Robin and Corrin. Honestly, I'm probably kind of out of line saying this. I kind of blame Smash for that, because Smash Bros because like originally Robin, the Avatar, because no one ever called them Robin beforehand. They always just called him the Avatar. Like Robin was the default name, but they always called him just the Avatar, because that character didn't really have like a definitive look until Smash came along and gave them definitive looks. They chose to just stick with the defaults of the characters. And ever since then, nobody really ever talks about the customization features anymore for the characters. They always, like, whenever they draw the Robin or Corrin, they always stick to what is default for the characters. So because of that, because people don't really care about the customization features so much anymore, they probably went ahead and was just like, let's just not even bother. You can name them if you want, but we're just gonna keep them to a default state. Makes it easier for animation and all that such. Like, makes it easier for marketing, and makes it also easier to like show them again, in future titles and such. Hot take: if the next Smash game has all the returning get new movesets, then I don't want any of the Pokemon characters returning, since there are so many Pokemon and so little are playable. Unfortunately, Pikachu and overused non-Fire Dragon will be in that next game. I'll complain about Pikachu returning since it's the mascot. Okay, here's my own hot take. Everyone complains about Charizard getting so much limelight or calling Charizard like overrated. I disagree. Charizard, I think, is as much of a mascot as Pikachu is. Charizard is also a face of Pokemon. Like, you can be upset all you want about it, showing up so much, but there's a reason it shows up so much. It's a face. Like when people think of Pokemon, they're going to think of Pikachu, but they are going to think of Charizard. like even people that know very little about Pokemon, don't know anything about it, they're gonna know who Pikachu is, and they're gonna know who Charizard is. Like, I don't think it's overrated because it's a mascot. Like, of course it's gonna get attention. It's a mascot. That's like saying that to me, people saying that Charizard shows up too often is like saying Luigi shows up too often. He's not the face, but he is a face. Does that make sense, guys? Charizard is the Luigi of Pokemon. I'm sticking by that claim. And if any one of you says that Luigi shows up too often, you are just incorrect. Like, a lot of people will say that Charizard is like, they call him such a basic design or whatever, but to a little kid, Charizard has to be the coolest thing ever. Like, despite not being dragon type, he is a dragon. Like, little kids are gonna look at that and eat that up. So like, does that make Charizard the king of second bananas? Let's look at it like this. Pikachu signs Charizard's checks, okay? Luigi is the better brother. How would he show up too often? While I agree with you, like, that's my point though. Nobody complains about Luigi showing up too often. Heck, in the Mario movie, people were complaining that Luigi didn't show up enough. That's like people screaming that Tails shows up too. Yeah, that's another example, effectively. Yeah, like every series is gonna have like their main character, their main face, like the first character you think of when you think of that series. Mario, Sonic, Pikachu, like Kirby, so on and so forth. Like Luke Skywalker, I guess, I don't know, but like there's always gonna be that second character that'll be thought of next, whether it's like the main villain, or like the main damsel, or the main, or yeah, the secondary hero, like the second banana. Yeah, like there's always going to be that character, and Charizard, I think, fills that second role. Not necessarily because Charizard's the main character, because Pokemon doesn't necessarily have main characters. It just has faces, like the most recognizable Pokemon. And whereas Pikachu is the face, Charizard is the second one. I thought Eevee was the Luigi. I think they tried to make Eevee the secondary one for a little bit there, but it didn't really stick. Like, Eevee's popular. Don't get me wrong. Eevee is popular. That's a fact. But it's not beating Charizard. Charizard's just way bigger. Like, honestly, more than likely, Charizard is what the majority of... was probably what the majority of kids saw first. Like, when Pokemon first came out, in Japan, it was red and green. In America, it was red and blue. Red was on both sides, meaning it was either, in Japan, it was either Charizard or Venusaur, and in America, or everywhere else, it was either Charizard or Blastoise. So majority of the time, because of that, how that's set up, most people's first exposure to Pokemon probably was Charizard. Or even Link. Okay, Zelda's a weird one just because of the name of the series. Like, I don't know how often this happens anymore, but back in the day when I was a kid, there were lots of people that thought Link's name was Zelda just because Zelda was on the title. I still remember to this day, actually, when I was it was elementary school. I don't remember what grade I was in, but it was elementary school, where there was like a girl, like we had some kind of presentation deal going on, and there was a girl who wanted to talk about her favorite series, and it was Legend of Zelda. But she kept calling Link Zelda, and I tried correcting her because I played Smash Bros, so I knew this. So I tried correcting her. His name is Link. His name is Zelda's the princess, and everybody in the class, including the teacher, was like, no, like his name must be Zelda. I mean, it's called Legend of Zelda. It's not called Legend of Link. And I was like, come on. I actually got ratioed in elementary school about trying to claim that his name wasn't Zelda, that it was Link, and they were all wrong. I actually got falsely ratioed, guys. That happened a lot back then when I was a kid. I'm sure nowadays a lot more people will think of Link. Like, because that information about his name being Link is a lot more readily known. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if a big reason why it was a bit harder to figure out back then was because back then majority of Zelda games, if not all of them, let you name Link, like let you give a different name to Link. So there probably wasn't like a known de facto name for him, you know, aside from the people that just didn't look at default names. You had proof, you had evidence. I didn't have Smash Bros 64 with me. I couldn't just boot it up on the class television. And we didn't have cell phones back then. Like, cell phones back then did not have the ability to just pull up the internet. I had no way of proving it right then and there. Remember, there was a time before you kids can get cell phones with easy access to the internet at all times. I didn't have that when I was a kid. Back in my day. I did lose the class trial there. Oof. It's whatever. Yeah, joke's on them. Like, that said, I wouldn't, maybe aside from that one girl that actually put up the presentation, I wouldn't be surprised if none of them even cared to begin with. But then there's Undertale and everyone thinks of Sans. I blame the memes for that one. And even then, that's also partially just because Frisk is kind of a non-character. Like, Frisk is just the character you kind of just play as you go along. Most people don't play the game remembering Frisk's actions. They remember the actions of all the other characters. I played Night Trap. I feel like I've heard of that, but I've never played it. If I remember correctly, they gave it the name Legend of Zelda. They gave the franchise more mystery and wonder. Well, it certainly made things more mysterious for everyone that didn't know the names. Then there are people that called Samus Metroid. Yeah. I didn't see as much of that when I was a kid because I didn't really know anybody in circles that actually played Metroid. I didn't first see Samus until Smash Bros. Like, Smash Bros was my first, like, exposure to Samus. And even then, it took me a while to realize that Samus was a girl. Because, I remember Smash Bros 64, for those who may have played that, back in the day, Smash Bros 64 had a thing where when characters were electrocuted, you could see their skeletons. So I remember one day, I just wanted to see all the characters' skeletons, so I would play as Pikachu, like, zap all the characters and try to pause it, so that way I get a shot at their skeletons. And I remember I got to Samus, and noticed, like, she, like, her skeleton, it wasn't the skeleton, it was her figure inside the suit, and it looked very clearly female, and I was sitting here like, Like my little kid brain was sitting here like, is that a girl? Is that a girl? And I think my stepdad at the time was kind of just sitting in the room, kind of looked at it, and he was just like, yeah, I think that's a girl. It's like, Samus is a girl? Like, my little kid brain exploded figuring that out. Do I think there will be more playable characters in Super Mario Bros. Wonder? Possibly. I didn't know Samus was a girl until Brawl. Yeah, I'm curious how many people actually didn't know that Samus was a girl until like the first Brawl trailer, where they showed where they showed her using the power laser and the suit falling off. Because that, for a lot of people, that could have possibly been their first exposure to Zero's with Samus. So I think that'd be hilarious. Yeah, like if that was the first time when they found out that Samus was actually a woman. Pit would be called Kid Icarus because they didn't know better. Wasn't actually that what they called Pit in like Captain N? Like I never saw the show, but I know like bits and pieces about it. Isn't that what they called him? Didn't they just call him like Icarus or something? Have I played Metal Arms? I have not. Yeah, so they called him Icarus in that show. Okay, so there's a reason for that one then. The show got it wrong, assuming he even had a name back then. I found out Samus was a woman from the Electric Glitch in 64. Electric Glitch? I don't think it was a glitch, unless there was something unless like there was something else like. Yeah, just zapping the characters shows their bones. I saw people see Calling the Knight Hollow Knight. I mean, I did too, because that little guy was never really given a name. Just kind of, he was just kind of just give. Like, it was just called, like, given nicknames and whatnot. I think I used that bike for what, a solid... How long was I using that bike for? Like a solid, like maybe 45 to an hour, minutes to an hour? Let's check. Have I heard a clock tower? Can't say I have. What did my shirt say? I was there, Houston, Texas. It was for Gabriel Iglesias. It was a couple years ago. It was like I want to say it was either 2021 or 2022. My sister, some of her friends, and I, we all went to go see Gabriel Iglesias when he came over to when he came to Houston. So I got this shirt. All right, I think that's where I'm gonna go ahead and call things, guys. This was fun, just hanging out, just chatting, spilling the tea. So yeah, tomorrow I would like to follow up on what I said I wanted to do earlier, where I go back and watch my older movesets and kind of just like give my own thoughts about them now, like how I think about them now and such. But yeah, so this was a good time. Alrighty, that is where I'm gonna go ahead and end things off. Though, does anyone else have anything else to say before I go ahead and call it a night? Sounds good. You had a good time. Yeah, I did. Just being able to chat with you guys. Because I haven't been able to like properly do this for a bit. Because normally when I did the drawing streams, it was a little easier to chat with you guys because there wasn't like one specific thing that I had to like focus on. I can just draw and then casually just chat with you guys during that. But I haven't been able to do that because I've been having to do streams where I wanted to focus on something else more specific. So yeah, just being able to talk directly to you guys was fun here. But alrighty, that is where I'm gonna go ahead and call it. So have a good night, everyone.